Hey, thanks again for stopping by. I am going to, in this video, offer my last tip for manifesting. Now, remember, I am only the expert in terms of what guidance has told me, which means, and my own experience, which means I'm no expert. I have experience, that's all. And I've also gotten other people's opinions about how they manifest. And I can only tell you what works for me. And that's my expertise, right? Like how it works for me. But I'm no like expert on this. I'm sure you all have your own ideas about manifesting. I really believe there's no one way. And we all personally, the most important thing is that we personally have to check in with our own intuition, our own guidance, personal guidance, and figure out what works for each of us, right? But with that said, I do have some thoughts for you about manifesting, which, as I said, have worked for me. And I'm nothing special. I'm not kidding. I mean, I just feel like the only reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I feel like if it works for me, it's probably going to work for other people, right? So you can try these methods. Certainly leave your comments. Let me know if they're working for you. So I would just want to say that this last tip is really about your determination. And that's a word, I actually wrote it down. You know, it's really important that I think in the last video, I told you that it's kind of important for you to check in with your body, right? How do you, or maybe I didn't mention that, but I should have. It's really important that you check in with yourself in terms of how determined are you to have whatever it is that you're wanting. That's the most important thing. And today a friend called me who had listened to my last video on manifesting, and she added something to that idea about determination. She said that what she does and what works has to do with the idea about letting go. If you can easily let go of this thing that you want or this idea that you want, then it's probably not going to happen. She made a point of saying that it's almost like if you think about letting go of this thing, like you're good with it, you say, I'm good with it. I don't care if it happens. And that's different than having no expectation. And have this sense that you'll be good. I'm okay if no, it should hurt, she said. The idea of letting go of what you want should hurt, should bring it to your knees, should maybe make you cry. It's so in your body. It's so what you're determined to have. And I like that she added that idea about testing ourselves with letting it go. Does it upset you, the idea of letting it go? Does it hurt you? Does your body crumble? Do you cry? So pay attention to that. You can always check in with yourself to see how determined you are by, maybe doing what she does, which is to really figure out if letting go hurts you. And if it does, then stick with your plan to manifest, right? It's a little bit like what I said in my first video, that it's important that we get out of our own way, that we really understand that if we have blocks to something that we're trying to manifest, that it won't manifest at all. So this is like that too. If you're easily swayed, I don't care, it doesn't matter, then maybe it's not the thing you really want to manifest. Or maybe go back to tip number one and figure out why don't you want to manifest it? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you blocked in some way, right? Might be a cycle there. You might get just some more information that'll help you. The other thing that this friend also mentioned, which I also have just prescribe by and have also had experience with, is this idea that we're not alone. And I did mention that in my first two videos, that manifesting is a partnership with the universe. I absolutely believe that if we want the best for us, then the universe or whatever you believe, maybe it's an ancestor that's helping you, maybe it's an animal totem, maybe it's the tree in your front yard, whatever it is that you connect with, they're also going to help you. And I have absolutely come to believe that we can't get the help from the other side if we don't help ourselves. I mean, they're trying. This is what guidance has told me. They're knocking. They're going, hey, we want to give you the best of everything. We want you to manifest what you want. But if we're going, well, I don't believe it, or I'm not sure about it, or, oh, I'll let it go, or, whatever, then they're like, okay, well, how can I give it to you if you're not fully embracing what it is you want? If you're fully embracing it in these ways that I've expressed to you, which is testing yourself with letting it go. How does your body feel? Are there any blocks that are getting in your way? And then if those things have worked out and you really are all in, I'm all in with this thing I want, then look for signs. Look for signs. When I said in the last video, no expectation, what I also meant was that we can't be too attached to how it comes to us, right? And I think I did mention that in tip 2. So, but be aware, look for those signs, look for the help. Sometimes it comes in a variety of ways. It might come in, if you're open and available to what it is you want to manifest, the help will come. And not just from the other side. I mean, it'll come from the things that you are able to explore in your own life. It'll come from friends that offer you advice. It'll come from a flyer you see on the bulletin board. Not to say that, your spirit guide or your ancestor didn't plot that flyer up there on that exact Tuesday you were walking into your natural food store, right? We don't know how the help is coming, but the truth is it's there, and it's our job to keep our eyes open, our ears peeled, and our taste buds ready to absolutely say yes when the gift is offered. All right, well, that was my last tip for manifesting. If you have others, or if you want to ask me questions about this, or you think maybe I missed something, feel free to put it in the comments. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Take what you need, leave the rest. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome. No matter what, sending the love back to you, and I'll see you next time.